Hello, 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 hello. Oh, I say hello to everyone all over the world today. It's a big, great, magnificent world. Big, round, magnificent world which we live on. And it's an exciting place because people are lifting their consciousness. Oh yes, and we need to say, oh yes, amen. Oh yes, I'm gonna raise my awareness with those people that are raising theirs. Oh yes, I'm gonna be a part of the consciousness raising. And I ask you all to receive this power today. Oh yes, I send out love and great big hugs to everyone who is seeking today to lift their consciousness and awareness and receive more of this great power. And to everyone that is ill, I'm here casting out that illness and raising you up. Yes, I am the man of the hour, full of healing power. Oh, yes, I rap, I tap, and I slap the illness out of you. Oh, yes. It's a marvelous day, though. No kidding aside, when we learn that we can be a healing force in this world. And so I send out every good thought to you to help you raise your consciousness. And I send out great big hearts of love, great big hearts of wonderful, flowing, powerful love today to help you on your way. And oh yes, it's a bright and beautiful day. The sun is out bright and everything's right. And I hope all is well with you. Oh yes, and that sun that is out bright is mainly in our soul. You know, it's out bright outside, but we have a sun within our own soul, and it is out bright, and it is radiating out all good, and radiating out all joy, and radiating out all love. Oh yes, and today I can say that sun is out bright, and everything's right because I feel the power of healing flowing out of my innermost being, and I feel the power of joy unspeakable, and I feel the power of all good flowing, and I feel that river, oh yes, that goes from one end of eternity to the other, oh yes, from one end of the universe to the other, of always flowing truth and power and love, unquenchable love, and uninterrupted power, and inseparable love. We are connected inseparably to that infinite mind which contains and radiates out continually from the early morning all through 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, radiates out love and healing power. Oh, yes, and all we have to do is lift ourselves to it. You know, but if a flower says, well, I know the sun is up, but I'm not going to, make the effort to raise my buds up toward the sun, then the bloom is not going to come out, if something is up over it. And so you have to uncover it, and you need to uncover your consciousness, uncover your awareness. Get the things out of the way. Get the doubt out of the way. Try getting it all those doubts and fears out of the way, at least temporarily, see what happens. Put them aside, forget about them, and think only about good, and only about love, and only about power, and then see how the blossom of your life will move upward and onward toward that wonderful sun that is radiating out all love and power and joy. And yes, we know that we need to, at times, what we need to do is program in love. Our mind is a computer, which, and as we look 10 or 15 years down the road, what we're going to be 10 or 15 years down the road is going to depend on what we're programming in right now. In science, it always tells us that we get a new body every 7 years. That's what they originally said. Now they're saying it's a whole lot quicker than that. But when I first learned that a few years ago, I said, oh my, this is just a wonderful thing, And, I caught on to that right quick. I said, well, if we program our mind correctly, then when that next 7 years comes, then we have the opportunity to have a whole lot more radiant health and a whole lot better body because we take the time to program the correct thoughts in. And so that's speaking just from a physical side of the thing. And then but then when we talk about the consciousness, that's a totally new thing altogether. We don't really realize all the power that we can gain from becoming consciously aware of everything that is there for us, and how rapid that could actually speed up our intelligence and speed up our creative power and speed up our healing of every kind and speed up the refurbishing of our mind, body, and soul. And so it's just we got a lot of marvelous things to look forward to. And that's why I say this is just a beautiful, exciting world, because people are learning these things and they're beginning to put them into practice, and they're beginning to refurbish their whole life, and prosperity and abundance is going to begin to blossom up everywhere across this world. And oh yes, we're going to see marvelous things take place. And so you need to just, if you're trying to receive, trying to overcome fear or doubt or sickness, you program in those good thoughts, and then you just relax, knowing that you have done that. You relax, just like trying to manifest something. When you try to manifest a new car, or you try to manifest money or anything like that, the same thing. You program in what you want, and you program in all the good thoughts that you can think of, and you put all of that in there in the computer of your mind, knowing, good thoughts such as everything good, only good exists, and only love exists, and only all of this power exists, and all that. And then once you know fully that you have programmed those things in, then you just relax and relieve all tension and stress, and then just wait until the manifestation happens. And so we are given the great opportunity to heal other people. See, this is what's so wonderful. We're given a great opportunity to heal other people, and the great opportunity to affect our own health and to program ourselves for good mentally, physically, and spiritual health. Now, if you're, for instance, if you're having nightmares, you need to check on what thoughts you are programming into your mind, because it is showing up in those nightmares. You're programming the wrong thing. You're watching movies that are put out by psychologically imbalanced producers. They're just putting out crazy stuff, and then you don't realize, people don't realize that affects them. Everything that comes into your eye gate and it gets into your mind, and it stays with you for the rest of your life, and it shows up in all kinds of ways, everything from fear to nightmares, and so you need to check on that. And also, if you're having constant colds, you also need to check into what you're putting into your mind. And also, we are told just in the physical, we're told about that because we know that colds and all come from too much stress of too many different kinds of stress all at once. And we're told that the physical body is equipped to handle stress. It's equipped to handle so much stress, but then after a certain point, you come to a certain point, then it can no longer handle it. And so there's about 3 or 4 things which you have to look at. If you're having a lot of colds, you have to look at, am I getting enough sleep? You need to get at least 7 or 8 hours of sleep. Do I have too much stress on the job? And then you need to look at the extreme weather. Am I spending too much time and improperly dressed out in the extreme cold weather or so forth? And then you need to look at improper diet. And so then we learn that the human body can handle 2 out of those. The main 3 is the stress and the sleep and the weather. And so that's why people get colds more in the winters, because you have that weather added into that, and the body can handle that, not having enough sleep for a while, and can handle the stress. But then when you add in there the cold temperatures, then that tips it on over. And so that's the reason why you're doing all right in the summertime, doing without sleep and having a lot of stress, and it doesn't bring the colds on. But then when the winter comes, you add that further stress in, and so you have to go back and look at that. As long as you have the improper diet and all in there with it, and so those are the things that we have to look at. And then after that, we have to look at what we are feeding into our mind. If we're doing all those things, we're getting 8 hours of sleep, and we're reducing stress down to a minimum, and we're watching what we do, not letting ourselves get too cold and all, and we're still getting colds, then we need to start looking at, and you probably won't be, but if you are, you need to start looking at all the thoughts that you're feeding into your mind. So program in good and then relax, knowing you've done it, and know that it is going to, every day, if you program a little good in every day, each and every day, it's going to progressively form a better and better body for you, a healthier and healthier body. Like if today I say, God is all good, and God is all love, and all these things are true, and you need to say them every day. Then that adds all of these kinds of things, like this adds a little bit of health and refurbishment into your body. And then if tomorrow I say that, the next day, after a number of years of making those affirmations, it's going to reduce those colds, it's going to reduce all of those illnesses, and it's going to refurbish your body and make yourself. And then when you come to that, whatever that period is, some say 11 months, some say 7 years, when you come to the end of that period, you're going to find yourself with a much healthier body. And so I'm getting into a little bit of physiology today, with you, but the light is going to get brighter every day, and if you program it, it is going to do the work. If you program light in, if you're programming this light in and this good in, it's going to do its work. And so we need to relax solidly. Here's the main thing. Relax solidly on the total awareness of complete, substantive, and all-encompassing love and solid energy. And relax on all of the solid, every positive word in the dictionary you need to put in there and say, that is totally with me now. And I totally have that flowing and relax in that solid energy and that buoyant and overwhelming joy that is present in every second of time and in every location of space. I relax knowing that all solid joy is flowing everywhere in space. I now let it flow into me. I relax that all divine love is flowing everywhere in the universe. All of that unconditional love. And I receive it into me now. And I'll have to talk to you more on the next video. I've run out of time.